Well, Dylan, of course, we have to start with the hat trick on Tuesday. I know it was the first one as a Capital for you, and obviously came on a big day with everything you talked about with your dog and all of that after. So take us through the emotions of that night.
Yeah, it was cool. A few lucky bounces. Obviously, one goes off their defense and O makes a great play in the second one, and third one. Haven't been out for too many of those empty net situations, but nice to be called on in that moment and have a chance to do it. And great play by Dowder and obviously Willie. So, no. So it was it was nice to get that. I thought it was a good win for us and kind of one that we needed in a sense. So we'll take it and move on to tonight.
Well, with that game, you've reached the 80-point mark for the first time in your career, but so many guys in this locker room having career years themselves. What do you all credit that success to this season as a team?
I think just a lot of team chemistry, a lot of good vibes. We started the year when we talked about how we needed to score more goals. Obviously, in last year was not good enough, and that was a huge emphasis. And when you score, second most goals in the league, second or third most goals in the league, a lot of guys are going to have career highs. And I think we've done that. We've had that. Lots of guys having career years, and lots of guys have been rewarded with new contracts and obviously, like I said, career highs, but playing time and things like that. So. It's been a great regular season. Obviously, one more tonight, and then the real fun starts.
Look at you pulling stats out in the middle of an interview. Of course, we know you are the stats guy on this team. And with that, I, of course, have to ask about assisting on 895 and knowing that your name will forever be etched next to his on that goal. How's that feel?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. When you get to play with a player like him, you're obviously going to be in the history books forever just because you get to play with him and got some assists on his goals. And then, to kind of have it, get an assist on that goal was definitely something that I know we've all talked about, everyone's talked about, and it just so happened that, Willie makes a great play over to O on the power play, and I just so happened to pass it to Willie. So, it's a cool thing. Just honored to be on his team, be on his line a lot of the games. Get to play with him, get to learn from him, get to see how he lives on a day to day. He's an impressive human being and a lot of fun to be around. So he deserves every accolade he's gotten, and it's just nice to be along for the ride.
Well, big news coming yesterday with Nick Dowd's contract. Obviously saw the celebration in the locker room, a team that is very happy. He's sticking around. What has he meant as a leader both on and off the ice for the Capitals?
Yeah, he's just a great human being all around. He's a great family man. The way he acts, with his kids and his wife, and I think he's the ultimate teammate. I think he's a fantastic guy. He's funny. He's fun to be around. He's serious when it comes down to it, but he likes to have fun also too. I think it's a guy that you want to have on your team, and you can see why he's had so much success in the NHL, and especially with the Caps. He does a role. He works his tail off every night, and he's a great guy to have on your team. Couldn't be happier for Dowder to be here for a couple more years.
Well, game 82 tonight, but it took up until last night to finally know that Montreal is officially your first round opponent. What is the mindset getting through this game and taking on the Habs?
Yeah, I mean, they had a few chances to clinch, and it kind of came down to the last couple games. But they're a really skilled team. They, we've had some great games against them this year. Obviously, it's a fun rink to play in. I know the atmosphere is going to be crazy. I think we just gotta stick to our guns. I think we're a great hockey team, and I feel like we have the confidence to beat any team. And they're going to be a great challenge, and I think we'll be ready for it.
Should be fun, Dylan. Thank you as always.
Thank you.